What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel and the video review of the JXD 509G, the Pioneer UFO with the 5.8 gigahertz FPV and the 2 megapixel camera as well as altitude hold. Here is the layout of the contents of the box. Here is the instruction manual, a set of props, and a bag of screws, a couple of screwdrivers, and the micro USB card reader, set of prop guards, and a USB charge cord for the 4.3 inch monitor for your FPV. And we also have a 600 milliamp 30C 3.7 volt battery and another charge cord for your battery that is a JST plug. And we have the quadcopter, and we also have the transmitter, and the transmitter comes with this important notice to calibrate both sticks to the bottom and in, and to emergency stop both sticks to the bottom and out. And here is the 4.3 inch FPV screen monitor. Comes with this antenna. You just screw it in, and there is the on and off switch as well as the charge port right there. All right, let's take a look at the quadcopter. It is a very unique Q500 looking quadcopter with the nice braces on the arms structurally, and is very solid. It will not vibrate on you, I'm pretty sure. It says JD 509 right on the top, as well as the Pioneer. And it is the brushed motors with the gears. And there is some LED lights right up underneath of these gray covers, but the LED lights do shine right through. The landing legs, however, are very flimsy as compared to the structural design of the arms. But it does a very good job at landing, and it does upright itself even if you land slightly crooked. So that's really nice. And the quadcopter is not very heavy at all, so it should be a very stable flyer. Now we have the 2 megapixel camera right up on the bottom here with the 5.8 gigahertz transmitter, and there's the dipole antenna, and we do have the micro SD card slot. And we are given this micro SD card, which is a 4 gigabyte micro SD card. And you kind of have to grab it from the side here because of the landing legs that gets kind of in the way. Slide it in and spring load it. You just push it in and it clicks in. And we have a on and off switch. And there's also a Wi-Fi camera port. So this quadcopter does come with a Wi-Fi version. We do have the 5.8 gigahertz version, so the camera port we are using is the 5.8 gigahertz camera port. And this camera has a slight tilt. You can angle it a little bit down and pretty much straight, it looks like. So we will pretty much get the horizon in view, but the angle at which it rotates is not very much. It's limited, maybe like 15 to 20 degrees or so. But we will leave it straight. All right, now let's take a look at the battery bay here. The battery bay, I closed it up. There's a little notch at the rear of the tail there, right underneath. You don't open it like so. You squeeze the canopy and it pops right open. All right, and the battery slides in right inside. There's tons of room for the cord, but I will not be able to take that cord out. There you go. There's the cord, and you just slide that cord in, and there's a lot of room in there, and click it into place. All right, let's go ahead and turn on the quadcopter. See that? Clear lights in the back and blue lights in the front. They shine right through that gray solid enclosure there. Really nice. Now let's point it right there. Now let's go ahead and turn on the transmitter. Okay, up and down on the throttle stick binds the quadcopter. Now, let's quickly run through the functions of the remote control here. Speed changing button, speed number 2, speed number 3, back down to speed number 1. Now, flip button, do the flips in the direction you want with the pitch stick. Trim buttons here, and which is nice right here is all of the buttons are marked. So 1 key return, light switch, start and stop the motors, headless mode, photo button, and video button. That is really nice, man. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the 1 key return, what happens when you press it. The lights do flash a little slow and the transmitter gives you a beep. Press it again. Hello. Oh, redirect it with the pitch stick to get out of the 1 key return. And pressing the button does nothing while on the ground, but perhaps when I'm in the air, this will stop the 1 key return as well. Now, light button here, press it and turns off the lights. Press it again, turns on the lights. All right, start and stop. Now, I'm not sure if it just engages the motor or arms the motor and disarms the motor, but let's go ahead and see. It just arms the motor, and while in flight, if you press it, it will self-land and disarms the motors as well. Headless mode here, press it, and same thing like the 1 key return, beeps and the lights go flashing on and off, and press it again, gives you a couple of beeps, or 3 beeps that was, to get out of the headless mode. Photo button here, and press it. There should be a light somewhere. Let's see what happens. Let me hold this thing so you can see it. There's some kind of light flashed inside. There you go. Red light blinks for photo, and for video, red light continue to blink. All right, stop the video and save it to your SD card. Nice. All right, let's turn on the quadcopter first, and the remote control. Bind. Now let's see if it's arming. Disarming. Right on. Remember to calibrate. There you go. And this is the emergency stop. All right. Let's turn the lights off. Save some battery. There you go. Now let's take off. 1 key to take off. All right. Altitude hold. Yeah, and it is working really nice right off the bat. Check that out. Nice and steady and stable. It has a tiny bit of wobble I can see visually, but it is hovering at a perfect altitude. Nice. All right, let's check out the performance. That is the yaw in speed number 1, and the speed and the pitch. Nice. Very smooth. However, I see that there is a slight bit of wobbling going on, very minute. That's probably going to come out on the video. That's what it looks like. All right, speed number 2. Pretty nice. And the speed and pitch, speed number 2. Now it has altitude hold, but the altitude hold is not affecting the 180 turn. Just a very slight wobble right at the end of that turn. So it's a still pretty good sport flyer. All right, speed number 3. Now that altitude hold readjustment is a little bit more apparent. It does dip down in altitude just a little bit. but it goes right back up to the original altitude there. Nice. And that is the yaw speed on speed number 3. I believe there's only 3 speeds. I'll be surprised if there was 4. Yeah, we are back down to speed number 1. All right. Cool. Let's take a photo here. All right. Cool. Bring it back and send it up a little bit. Looks like the wind is coming from that way. All right, let's take a video. This thing is nice. Altitude hold works really nicely. All right, let's stop the video. Okay, now let's check out the 1 key return. Let's go to speed number 2. So the 1 key return is a little speedier. Now let's check it out. There you go. 1 key return coming back towards me. Redirect it and you are out of the 1 key return. Nice. Okay, let's drop it down in altitude a little bit. Now I don't know what happens if you hold stick down all the way. Probably turns the motors off, but let's not do that while it's up in the air. Now check out the headless mode here. All right, there you go. Headless mode works. While it's spinning, I am controlling it just with the pitch. Nice. So there you go. I can control it whichever the face is pointing. Let me get out. I kind of lost my orientation there, even in headless mode. All right, those things work. Nice. Now let's check out the flips. I'm gonna lift it up in altitude to see what it does. Uh-oh. You know what? I think it is already out of juice. So I am unable to do any flips. And as you can see here, let me bring it down closer so you can see it. The lights are blinking. The LVC lights are blinking. Yep, time to land. I don't want to waste the battery out, so I'm going to give it a land. Let's check out the 1 key to land, see if that works. There you go. 1 key to land. And wow, it's slowing down. Let me redirect it a little bit. All right, takes its sweet time landing, doesn't it? But it is working. 1 key to land, and the motors shut off by themselves. Right on. There you go. Full throttle, full throttle. And bounces off the ground. Nice. Speed number 2. There you go, right side flip. But it has dropped in altitude a lot. All right, I got the 5.8 gigahertz monitor turned on. Now I have some FPV. As you can see there, it's pretty good. So let's go for a little FPV flight. All right, there I am. But this 5.8 gigahertz FPV makes the world of difference than those Wi-Fi kind. You can go a lot further, and there's no lag, and there's no breakup. I'm able to fly around my location here, and I can see just about everything except those trees that are, woohoo! See what I mean? I just missed that tree. Those leafless trees during the winter time, man. Those will get you in trouble. Ghost trees. In this case, not just ghost branch, but ghost trees. All right. I should be going out there. Nice. And coming back towards me. Nice, nice. All right, let's slow down. Let's turn off the video. And there it is. Nice. The JXD 509G. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I think the lights are flashing too. Yeah, I believe so. So let's go ahead and land it. There's a little breeze kicking in too. All right. Nice.